Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to all my subscribers, to those of you who watch my videos, and for those of you who ask questions. I'd like to give a shout out also to someone who did reach out about the blending brushes. Thank you so much for that. It was a pleasure. Hopefully the information I posted was useful to you. So today I am going to be just going over some cards I have made or have been making for the upcoming occasions, Easter and Mother's and Father's Day. And that is because my office is completely in disarray because I had someone doing some work in here. So everything is just kind of all over the place. And, they left late last night and I didn't want to go through all of that. So I'm currently reorganizing my office and making things a lot more organized as I promised for 2023. So once I'm done, guys, I'll show you guys the setup and everything and, see how you like it. And that would be based on someone who has a minimal budget like myself, who cannot afford all those nice cabinetry and all those things like that. So I'm going to do my best to organize it in such a way that whoever looks at it will be able to get some nice ideas for their own office as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead, and I want to start off with the Easter cards because this would be the first occasion coming up. My 110-pound cardstock bases, basically it's the same design. However, I just changed the color of the base card. With this one, it is gray and this one is pink. But basically I used this is photo paper. Like when you buy printers and stuff, they have that photo paper with it. So I used the photo paper and I used a stamp and die cut set, this floral set, and I wanted to leave it black and white deliberately. And also to add, little elements that represents the Easter. So I have the gray, the pink, and the white. For now, the insides are blank. I'm not sure if I'm going to put anything in there yet. I may leave it blank, maybe some of them blank just in case someone wants to write their own, sentiments in there. But for the most part, these are just, like I think I did 10 of those for now because I do have a vending event coming up. So these, I'm going to be having those on display. So these would be the set that I have for that kind of design. Then I have this design here, which is a, like open up design. And I used, this is a die cut set I have. So if you notice that the center of this is blue and then the leaves and everything is blue, and this one, the outside is blue and the inside is white. So basically I kind of cut from two different, like a white and a blue, and then I just swap the colors, when necessary, so I can actually end up having a contrast between the two. This is a die cut, book die cut that I have. Of course, my Easter stamp. In the background is the an embossing folder, cloud embossing folder that I applied color to. So we have the in-between blue skies and, just very simple. And of course, this uh, 5.5 by 4.25 piece, I do have a die cut for that gives those nice little patterns on the edges. So with that, I ended up getting this here. Of course, you see that again, that's a die cut, the sun, and pretty much a lot of the stuff on here would be die cut and embossing folder. Then I have, these are, I would say more traditional type with the Easter bunny, and it's a die cut I have that does also include that little birdie there. So I just utilize that. And the background actually is just strips of different pattern paper that I had to create the background. And then of course I added the bunny and the bird. And of course I usually package my cards in cellophane, bags. And if I have anything written inside, I usually kind of put it on a piece of paper or something, and I stick it in the back here. So if someone picks it up All they do is to, I can let them know, okay, flip over so you can see what's inside. It will be written here so they can make a decision as if they want it or not, without having to me to open this and pull it out so that they can see inside. So that's an idea that you guys can, think about. Now, the other set I'm doing would be Mother's Day and Father's Day cards. So I have a couple of things I did with those. I am trying to get myself for 2023. Trying to get myself a lot more professional in my card presentation. So I have been working on, just getting my little logo on here, the price, and of course my little the name of the company, the location, and my website. So this is something I'm working on. I'm going to, I think that is okay for now. um, but I want to become a lot more, have a more professional presentation than what I had before. So with these I got from my computer. And like when you're using Microsoft Word, there is a section where you can add a picture, and you have the option to either add a picture from from your own pictures on the computer, or you can use like stock photos. I got those from stock photos and I thought they were really nice. So what I did was I went ahead, and of course with my A2 template that I did some time ago, I also did a video on that. I used that A2 card template, and I got those two out of it. And I basically added, after I had the pictures on here, I do have some gel pens. I don't know if you can, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you see like the shimmery kind of look on top of the cards there. And this one as well, if you can see, it looks like a little shimmy. Right, that is the gel pens that I use. So where there's yellow, I use a yellow gel pen, the greens, the orange. So it does have a little shimmer to it. Sorry, not shimmy, shimmer to it. And then I use some scrap, just to kind of tie in with the color scheme. And in this one, I did have an embossing folder that had all those circle. Let me just grab it. It was this one. It was one of those things I was experimenting with and I didn't like it. So what I did was I started cutting out the circles on the back here, and I used it in this design just, to give it something. So if that ever happens to you where you messed up on a card or embossing piece or something, think of ways that you can use it instead of throwing it out. So I had so I have these two designs, the same flowers but different design. um, so I have two of those. This I used this stencil here with my blending brush, with my Umix, I think, however you call it, I forgot the name, blending brush. And then in the dots, if you notice, again, this may have a little shimmer. It's kind of hard to see, but all those dots are actually gel pen as well. And they have a little shimmer to it, so shimmy, shimmer, shimmy, shimmy, whatever to it. So these are the two. Then in this one, I do have a different, just a slight variation in that one, where I just use some Valentine's Day paper I had, because we all love mommy. Unfortunately, I lost my mom, but yeah, happy Mother's Heavenly Day, Mom. Sorry. And I used another stencil, which is this one. Okay, and then I kind of just put it randomly. Now, if you notice along the edges here, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of green. It's kind of hard to see, but it's again the gel pen I used to kind of give it a little more, come stand out a little more. And then I have those two cards. Now, this is one I was experimenting with too. This is an African head that I had. I had done up a what you call it, mm, sticker, African head sticker. And then what I wanted to do was to still use that head in order to create, some sort of a head in the middle here. So what I did, I took the back part of the sticker. I placed it here, and then around it I just basically stuck all different shades of paper, scrap paper that I had for the border, and then I peeled it off or lifted it off, and I just pretty much did the rest by myself. Gauge where the eyes would be, the mouth would be, gave her some lipstick and some eyeshadow and what have you. And then as far as the headpiece, because she had something like a wrapped multicolored turban, I just did my own colors, and then I used gel pen with this, gel pen. So you can see it has a little shimmer on there. So this is one, I kind of like this one because it's really colorful, and I think that's what I think. Anyhow, so this would be the mother's one for now. And then finally, the Father's Day. So Father's Day, I was looking again at some options. This photo here came from the cardstock under the Microsoft Word insert of a photo or picture, and these were the pictures I got. Again, I don't know if you can see with the grass, it was very plain, so I used the gel pen and gave it a little lift. I'm not quite finished with those, but I'm still working on them. This there are three computers, really, not necessarily to be seen, but basically, for the guy who loves computers or is more techy. I used again the two stencils I have. I also used the gel pens, and I just kind of, had fun with it. And I came up with these three ideas, same design, but I mean, same pictures, but I tried to do a different design. This is deliberate. This is just left empty. It's deliberate. But everything else, pretty much this is it. So I have been working on those. I'm not quite done, but I will get there. So thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you guys next week. Be safe and take care. Bye.